What's chilling, this is Torby here. Welcome back to another Minecraft Simple tutorial. Thank you to X-Ray Demon for the demonstration you just saw earlier. And today I'm going to be showing you a Minecraft Simple tutorial for a Connect 4. So this is how it goes. Over here, this is the reset button, so you press it. And that empties all of the sand and gravel which will be collected in the center during your game. And you also press one of these buttons. If it's your turn, on the right, the light indicates. Then a stand of your indicated block over here will fall, and then you can't really place any more buttons because your turn is done. Then over here, the player over here will say, hey, I'm gonna place that block, and then this guy over here, look at these lights, see how they change? Go like that, light changes, so it's the other player's turn, and I can't use the button again or any other button. No, I can't use any other buttons, and you can go on playing your game and press the reset button. It's all fine and dandy, and then all of the sand and gravel is collected in hoppers at the very bottom. You can build it fairly easy in survival. I mean, it's not too much redstone. It may look a little bit complicated at the moment, but that's because just a lot of redstone dust really. It's fairly simple. If you want to see like how it's done, then I suggest you build it yourself, but the lowdown is this all the way over here carries a single current, pushes a set of pistons. This piston will push this line of sand into this line when this line of sand is done, and then those will push a single block of sand or gravel into there. And they cannot push the furnace in the center because it's an unpushable block. Then over, like every time you use your turn, then it goes through like either this redstone line or this redstone line along here, and those two activate a monostable circuit, which pretty much gives you a turn counter. So over here, since these blocks are down, the signal can go through this button all the way, activate those pistons. When that happens, then one of these lines is triggered and activates monostable pulse and changes the state of those blocks. And then this is the lights in the back. And then as for the reset, basically it's just a pulse extender with a 2x1 trapdoor piston mechanism. So that's pretty much it in essence. It's fairly easy to build. Shouldn't take more than an hour or so to build. So it's very good. The one problem you will need to do is encounter is the amount of sand and gravel you're going to place in here, because for each of these turns at the moment they've only got 7 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you want to place a lot of turns, for example, you don't need to reload after this game, then you'll probably want to load that with a lot more of the sand or gravel chosen block. Anyway, let's get to building on this Minecraft Simple tutorial. So I've separated this tutorial into 5 stages, and each of these stages represented by one of these chests. For stage 1, you're going to need all of these blocks here. These are all for building the set, and these 2 redstone lamps are for the turn counter. For stage 2, you're going to need all of these. These 2 sets, they refer to the 2 different sides. So for the left side or the sand side, you're going to need all of these, and then for the gravel side, you're going to need all of these. For stage 3, what you're going to need is just all of these. This part is going to be the turn counter, so this is not exactly needed. Everything past stage 2 is not exactly needed, but all of these are very useful functions that I find are really helpful in a game of Connect 4, so I would really advise you guys to use stage 3 to 5. For stage 4, you're going to need all of these. This is for the reset counter, so you'll need 7 glowstone, or if you don't really need glowstone, but I find it helps because it lights up the center when the stage is clear. And then for stage 5, you're going to need all of these, which is just the sand and gravel blocks, and then the option of the hopper on the bottom. But I recommend it because it will just collect all the sand and gravel when you're done after every game. Now the walls for this build are going to be 11 by 23, so you want to build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, like so. Then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Now on this side you want to go 3 blocks from the edge, so and break a block like so, and that's going to be a door. Then over here, 1, 2, 3, break a block there like so. Now you want to make some reference holes, so 5 away from that wall, break a block there, 2, 3, so it's going to be a 3 long trench. Now count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. And those are going to be pits there, there and there. So over here there's going to be a 3 deep hole, and it's going to be 9 long, and it's going to be 3 wide. Over here, this one, it's going to be a 2 deep hole like this, and then it's going to be 9 long and 5 wide. Then down here it's going to be 3 wide, 3 deep, and 9 long. So I'm going to cut all of these out, and I'll catch you when all of these are done. When you're done with cutting out your pit, you want to break 7 blocks here, like so. These are going to be used later, so don't worry about them. And then I would suggest adding some stairs over here, in case people fall down from up here, so they can just climb up these stairs again. Sweet as. Now over here on this wall, you want to place 7 blocks like so in the dead center, and place buttons on all of them. And then on this side with the staircase, you want to place a block there with a button there, and then the same for the other side, so a block here. Just line it up with the edge of this pit over here, and place a button there, and then in the center of this wall you want to place your buttons like so. And then everything else you're just going to want to fill in. This is going to be 4 high, so you expand the wall up to 4 high like this, and then your ceiling is going to be like so. I'm just going to show you the very basics. Now over here along this deep groove, you just want to avoid covering it. This is where your sand and gravel is going to fall. So you just want to make sure your groove is lining up with the groove down here. And then you just want to fill everything else in. I was just adding some lights inside. There's going to be glowstone in the center, so you don't really need to light it up permanently over there. But I would suggest lighting it up temporarily. So the walls and ceiling have been filled up, so what I would just suggest to do next is just place some torches underneath these buttons over here. And then the holes on the sides of these 2 buttons, you will place some redstone lamps, and they will indicate for you the turn counter. So that is the end of stage 1. Alright, stage 2, so what you want to do is 2 blocks away from the edge of the wall, and then the second block up from the floor, you want to place 7 pistons facing upwards like this. Then you want to place 3 sand on each of these pistons, totaling up to 21 sand blocks. I would use sand for the side which has the sand, of course, just so you make sure you know which side you want sand and which side you want gravel. So over in these furnaces, you want to place a consumable inside, a non-stackable. I would use wood swords or wood shovels because they are non-stackable, but you can shift click them inside the furnaces and it saves you time. Next, what you want to do is you want to place 7 stone brick, and then on top of the 7 stone brick you place 7 comparators. Then you want to place blocks in front of these comparators like so. And these blocks will be important later, but for now they are absolutely fine. Then you want to place 35 redstone dust over here in a grid-like pattern. It looks like a lot of redstone dust, but really it isn't really. If you fortune like maybe 2 veins in caving, should be all goods. Then you want to place 7 repeaters facing away from the redstone grid, and then blocks in front of these redstone repeaters, and then you want to place normal pistons like so. 2 rows of 7 sticky pistons. And then that is pretty much one side done. So if we just go over to the other side, I'm going to time lapse this one. Then over here you want to place your 2 rows of normal pistons facing towards the center. And this is gravel side. And both sides are done. Sweet, that is stage 2 complete. This is stage 3 and it's a turn counter. It's probably the most complicated stage of this tutorial, so if you can get this, then this is no problem whatsoever. But I think the turn counter really adds an integral part to this design, and it really helps track of who's going next. So what you want to do is you want to place a repeater facing this way. Make sure it's on the side of the redstone lamps. It might be a little bit awkward if you place it on this side, so there's obvious redstone when you enter the Connect 4. So over here you want to place it into a sticker piston facing up, into a block, 2 blocks like so, into that block, and then that block like so. So you want to place 2 redstone dust like that, and then a redstone repeater like so. Then you want to place blocks all along them like that. Like that. And you want to break that block, so you want to place redstone dust along like so. Block like that into a row of blocks above the block we just placed. Repeater there with 7 redstone dust, and then along here you want to place sticky pistons facing down towards these blocks. And these blocks are the most important part for keeping the turn counter, because they get pulled back or they get pushed down according to whose turn it is. Then over here you want to go 2 redstone in from this side, and then from this side you want to go 3 redstone dust in and place a block there with a redstone dust on top. Place a block there with a slab, upside down slab, redstone dust on top. Then you want to place a sticky piston facing up to a block. Place a block there with a redstone repeater like so, into a block. Everything is into blocks these days. So you want to place, you want to place 2 stone bricks like so, with 2 redstone dust, and then a repeater like so. And that is one side, so you want to repeat this on the other side. It's a little bit complicated, but if you understand the procedure, then you will know how to do it extremely well. Okay, so the design is just the mirror opposite on the other side, so it's going to be relatively easy. Now over here you just want to place a strand of blocks like so, with redstone dust on top like so, and then those 2 sides are coordinated. Now final part for the turn counter is you want to place a sticky piston like so, block underneath, and then a redstone torch in between these 2 redstone lamps. Blocks like so, 1 on the left, 2 on the right. Place redstone dust all along of them, and then place a redstone torch like that, so the redstone lamps are inverted. Now the final thing you want to do is over on this side, if the lamp is off, you want to place blocks on top of that and then break the lower blocks. This will disable this side from being able to push the buttons and activate some gravel. Only this side with the redstone lamps will have blocks down here, which will enable them to push sand into the center. So that is stage 3 done. It's a little bit complicated, but I hope you got through it. So now we're going to move on to stage 4. So stage 4 involves the reset of the sand and gravel blocks, which will be used throughout the game. If you press one of these buttons, it will be linked to a reset which will let all the sand and gravel fall into an area where hoppers will collect all of the blocks and put them into a chest for later disposal. So you want to begin by digging this pit 3 deep like so, and then into this wall you want to dig 1 deep like so, and then this wall you want to dig in 3 deep. It doesn't matter which wall you use as long as you know that one is 3 deep and one is 1 deep. Along the top layer of this side you want to dig only 2 deep, because if you dig 1 more you'll dig into the floor of that side. Whoop, my bad. And then you want over here to dig all of that. Then you want to place blocks like so. This is where your redstone torches are going to be, and you will use them for later. And then you want to place redstone repeaters like so, facing into these blocks with redstone torches on top. On this side with the 3 deep you want to make them 3 ticks each like that, and then you want to place redstone dust along the middle, and then dig 1 more and place redstone dust. Now you want to get out of there and then go towards the side with the buttons. So over here you know that the button is diagonal to this redstone lamp, so you want to place a block like so, and then over here the redstone lamp is there, so the button is there, and you want to place a block like so, and then you want to place dust on top. Now this part is kind of confusing because you don't really know where the redstone is going to go, and it's kind of irritating right next to the wall. But you want to make a little bit of a V shape, so 7 redstone dust all connect together into a line, and then I would suggest digging along here so you get some working space like so. Now over here what you want to do is, you see this bottom block, you just want to break to that layer, this pit. Then over here you want to place 3 stone brick blocks which will have your repeaters on top of them like so, and then have the second and third repeaters on 4 ticks of delay. Then break these 3 blocks behind all of these repeaters, and then if you break these blocks and then break that block, the redstone should all connect like so, and then you place blocks in front of these repeaters, and that's all good because these repeaters are now connected to the redstone mechanism over there. And then this reset should be good. All you need to do is you just want to place your sticky pistons like so, 4, 5, 6 and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then sticky pistons like this. And then I would recommend some glowstone over here to just light up the center, plus it has a really neat effect when you place the sand on top. It covers a bit of the light. Okay, so this is the final stage of the Connect 4 tutorial. Now I just place a lever over there just to enable all of this redstone, because we're going to go into the wiring. So I'll just build a little bit of a staircase down here, and we should turn up here. Perfect. Now over here along these repeaters, there's something kind of interesting. You can place hoppers underneath here to collect all of these sand and gravel being broken on top of these repeaters. So you just want to place 7 hoppers along here and a chest out along the back, and then you place your repeaters like so. Now all sand will fall onto the repeaters, be broken, and then be picked up by the hopper as soon as this redstone is no longer powered, because of course the hopper is powered at the moment. So let's just fly back up here, unflick that lever, then that sand should be in this chest like so, and then all sand and gravel which will break themselves on top of those repeaters will of course be picked up by the hoppers. Now up here for the final part, your collection part, you want to place furnaces, 7 furnaces like so. These furnaces are unbreakable blocks, so you can use something else like enchanting tables or droppers or dispensers, however you want, but I prefer furnaces. Now on the side with the sand, this is why I told you to put sand on one side, sand over there, you want sand over here, so just place your sand into this collection chamber. We'll just do 3 in each for the moment, and then gravel onto this side like so, and then you can build up however much you want, like that and like that, but just don't place any on the furnace, those won't be built. And then as an added effect, as a suggestion, you just want to place sand on this side and then gravel on this side, just so you know when the players are playing, they know what side they're on. And this design should be working fully 100%, so if we place this block, because we're on the light side with this redstone lamp on, we could place a block, but if we press a button again, we can't place another block. But if we go over here, place this block, should be working. And then let's go test this side over here. Yeah, that seems to be working. Now let's test this side. It's working. And then we test this side again, and it's working. And then if we press the reset, all of the sand and gravel blocks are taken away. So that's going to be it for the tutorial, guys. Thank you very much for watching. This took a little bit of time, but I am very pleased that it's out there now, this tutorial. It's simple in concept, but it takes a little bit of time to build, and once it's built, it's actually a pretty fun game to play. So I hope you guys will consider actually building it into your survival worlds. But that's going to be it for this tutorial, dudes. Cheers for watching, dudes. If you enjoyed, please like, favorite, and subscribe. And as always, cheers for watching, dudes. I'll catch you next time. Take it easy. Have a good day. Peace, dudes.